friends, this is Vedic Astrology by Rani, and I'm here to talk about birth chart of Modi ji. Will he win elections of year 2024, and how he will be dealing with India in this time and thereafter. So when I wanted to do his chart months ago, I couldn't find the accurate birth chart for him, birth date for him. There were three different birth data floating around in the market or wherever. But finally, after did a lot of study of all those charts that I prepared for the birth date information, and I finally concluded that he's actually born with Scorpio rising, and he has not only Scorpio Lagna, he has Scorpio Rashi, Chandra chart, and to make it even stronger, he was born with a Navamsha of Scorpio, which is a very sthir Lagna. It makes him a very, very hardworking individual with robust help, and he is actually, based on just this Lagna being triple times stronger, it's impossible for him to defeat in his missions. Now, let's say he also has Mars in the Lagna along with Chandra, creating a Nich Bhang Raj Yog, and while he has the Nich Bhang Raj Yog, then he has Hatha Yoga in his 10th house of his Karam Bhumi, and then he has 28 or even more a very strong, very spiritual, very positive type of yogas that give him tons of support, like divine support and enormous capacity to stay morally correct and shell out the policies to benefit public and not to just benefit him or his party. And he therefore, based on many other planetary conditions, he likes to create a solid base for his public and for country, and so that for a very long haul he can create a better future for India. Some of his policy may, because based on what I'm seeing in the chart, it's not my opinion, not based on the news I hear. This chart indicates that he doesn't care that he's temporarily, it appears like he's not doing the right thing for the people, for the country, because his thinking is not just for today. Whatever he does, the planners are saying that he's doing it for so that there is a better future. What good is sowing the seed if you burn up all the seeds in an effort to have just today good? It's better to have a tree that will keep growing slowly and slowly so people can continue to benefit, and this is something like that he's trying to do. Now, so with his chart, he was born in the Mahadasha of Shani, followed by Mercury and Ketu and Venus, and then Sun and Moon. He's, of course, like I said, blessed by the divine. And so let's talk about what happened around December 5 and 2020. He started his Mahadasha of Mangal, which will, of course, bring him a lot of tough situations to resolve. Remember, it's still the Mars, but still, his life is like a lotus, flower lotus. More mud people will throw at him, his oppositions, his betrayers will throw at him, more stronger and more shining he will become. Because he's a more like a saintly soul which gets supported in turn by Shani, and he's definitely blessed by Lord Shiva. If I don't know him personally, but I'm sure he must be a great bhakt of Lord Shiva. He has a and then as a result, it's very amazing to see that even though I'm studying the charts for him for many months, and finally on the day of Mahashivratri, I didn't realize until kind of I get to it. I say, oh my God, this is Mahashivratri day, and the it's a day for Lord Shiva, and I end up getting all kinds of positive feelings that I got to do this chart. I have to drop everything and do this chart. So he's definitely have Lord Shiva's blessings on him in any which way you can imagine. Now, will he win? Okay, is a big question. Of course, in the elections of 2024, Modi is going to win elections with huge support, and he will be the Prime Minister of India in the year 2024. And because his 10th Lord and 4th house, along with the Shukra in his own nakshatra of Purva Falguni, will be in the 10th house, so he will even big with the more seats this time. um, and he will shine due to his because his soul, he only wants to make the policies, and he wants to implement the programs only that will benefit India definitely in a long range, and which though it may even make him look bad for a temporarily times, but trust me, his chart is indicating a saint is sitting on the seat of prime minister. So in a way, it will be a good one, and he will be active at the time of the I'm sorry, not he. The dasha of Mars will be active at the time of year 2024 of next elections in India. Now. About his health, I want to say something. Even though good transit of Saturn will be until year 2022, so years 21 and 22 will be good for him. But towards the end of year 2022, I do see some potential for his health issues lingering into the year 2023. He needs to take very good care of his health, and he'll be fine. I mean, don't know, there is no panic button here, but there is a situation. If he takes care of, not if he will take care of him, and he will be fine. Another thing I have some concern is about his security. My sincere advice to him is that, to his advisor and assistants, is please beef up the security for him, because there is a potential for danger to his safety, but nothing that it cannot be taken care of. And in year 2024, which is election time, he will be in a great shape, and Shani would have moved to sign of masses in Aquarius, and which will help him to win the Lok Sabha elections. I say that because in addition to the supporting planets, because he's a worshipper of Lord Shiva for sure, even though I don't know personally, but I think the chart indicates that he's a big worshipper of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva will bless him in a high position of Prime Minister of India again, and I see that he has a blessing of Lord Shiva, like I'm saying it, to sail through all the problems that he might be that the people might throw at him by the opposition, be the enemies or anybody who wants to defeat him. He has the blessings of Lord Shiva. People, don't even waste your energy to bring him down. You can't bring him down, okay? In year 2021, we have Mahadasha. He have Mahadasha and sub-period of Rahu. So in year 2021, there will be all kinds of problems in various segments of India. I know a couple of months have passed, so I'm going to say well, because the major year is still left. He will handle all kinds of problems very well, because I say that especially because he has a Guru Vakri, and Vakri planets are often very strong. That's another strength he has. In year 21-22, he will be playing a big role at international level, making India shine at global levels too. And I will tell you what's going to happen to other countries then, because when you're in the top, what happened? Somebody else has to go down. So based on the planetary conditions of Modi, it seems that he will be making some very tough decisions that may be heavily opposed by some people or groups or enemies, and they will be very beneficial to the country. In a long run, it will be take the country to higher and higher and higher position, and these elections will be these actions rather will be taken between year 22 through 24. So he does have some very tough patches, very tough times, and he has a support now. Globally, till 23, there will be unruly ways of life, okay? And mostly I'm talking about India now, okay? In mid-2023, the recovery path for the better will be there again, which may last until all the way into year 2034. So, understand what I'm saying. Around year 2023, he will be taking India to recover from the problems, recover, and get better and better and better. This progress is going to continue into year 34 rather. Even though he won't be Prime Minister in many years to come, but he is going to lay the foundation. You can't grow a mango tree in one day. He will lay the foundation to grow that mango tree, and so more people in the future can enjoy the fruit. It's a figure of speech. I'm sure you know what I mean. Now, why I say that how the other country wills? Because of Modi's unparalleled skills to manage the problems of the country, this is what's going to happen. China. Even though China has been expanding in many areas and America has been known to be super powerful for a very long time, but all this is going to begin to change. America will no longer be able to hold its number one position because of the planetary conditions, and but from what Modi is able to do, and then also China will lose a lot of its manufacturing or other industries to India. In India, make even stronger due to great skills or leadership skills of Modi. So China will end up being more like Russia, kind of, and has become, and the USA will be more like England, and kind of like playing a secondary position in the world. So then the question is, who will become number one? And that's why I have been saying that under the leadership of blessed Modi, in a very spiritual way and enlightened, because he's going to be such an enlightened Prime Minister of India, this country will keep rising and start to become a superpower of the world. Mark my word. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen in one day or 1 month or 1 year. He's working on it. So, and this superposition of India will last for at least a century. Yay, enjoy. Even if you don't like Modi, enjoy. Modi is not just working for people who respect and love and admire him. He works for his enemies too. He wants to create a great India, according to the chart. Okay? Now, but I want to tell you something. Even though he will become the president, prime minister, and he'll be great, I see something in his chart, one thing, that for some reason, towards the third year of his job or something, around the age of 75 or something like that, somewhere there in between, when he's a prime minister, he will want to give up his position. He want to give up his position because he feels like sannyasi now, and he will probably give up all his monies too, to get into it like a sannyasi will live, but he will still want to keep taking care of India outside his job of prime minister. He's going to probably, I think, hand over his position of prime minister to one of his very well groomed colleague, who will be ready to take charge. I'm not sure who that might be. I'll have to study the chart of some people who are close to him, but definitely he's going to give up the prime minister job somewhere in the middle or third year of his top position. So what is he going to do? Because he wants to keep serving India, he's going to probably seems like to me from planets that he might become an advisor of any party, opposition party, good party, so that he can guide them to teach them how to serve India without becoming selfish, which will then benefit. That's why, remember earlier I said the growth will last them to so many years. For this century, India will be a superpower probably, because he's going to groom more candidates, and it's not important for him what party they come from. Look how selfless this guy is. He is going to pick up the parties that he will feel that he can guide them to serve India, the public, so that India can come out. So now, some people have asked me to say how long he's going to live. I'm not going to talk about when he's going to die. It's against my astrological principles to tell people when they're going to die. But I can tell you one thing. His chart is very active. Show him a very active person, at least until year 2029. With this, I conclude my readings for Modi ji. And please, I want to remind you, do not leave me any hate comments. Do not send me hate messages, because it's not my opinion. I just did the chart reading. I just felt this divine energy of Lord Shiva asking me to do this chart. As you know, I never have done any chart reading for anybody for money. I only share my knowledge, teach astrology to people when I have time, and therefore I request you, discuss your difference of opinion here. I don't mind, but be respectful to each other and to this channel. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next month for the horoscope for the month of April. Good night and take care. Bye.